Hi everyone, this is Sunette, and in this video I'd like to have a look at the statement, where we have the journey of success, as it said, with its highs and its lows, and its ups and its downs, or also many may be more familiar with the waves of success, as life or our everyday life experiences and life journeys goes through its ups and its downs and its highs and its lows. But I, for a long time within myself, interpret it as the journey upwards is the journey to success, to completing and fulfilling our goals and our wishes and dreams, and that uphill climb is good. It's great. It's fun. It's amazing because you're climbing up. You're getting to the top. You're gonna get there. And then, when you do get to the top, it's always in some way or another balances out, and then you journey down, and the downhill, not so fun, Down means bad, negative, stumbling, falling, making mistakes, failures, things like that until you reach the bottom. Then you're at the bottom and it's not a good place. You're there for a while. You go into your self-pity, victimization, or judgment, or, while you're even maybe going through that, or not at all, that's your stage or phase for planning something new. And then you're journeying up, which means good. So for a long time, that was this idea that was in my head. But then one day I sat back and I looked at something interesting. When I go climbing, the uphill is the worst. That's not good. That's the hardest. It's the most difficult, because there I am busy physically climbing up. And I'm looking up at how far I still need to go. It's like, no, just look down, just breathe, take it step by step, take it slowly. And, just keeping company with everyone else who's hiking with me or climbing with me and looking up again. Okay, no, look down, take some breaks. And when you get to the top, you're like, yes, because you're going to be going downhill. And downhill is the best because you're going to be going to the equilibrium, to equal ground, where I'm just going to collapse, fall down. Part of me wants to roll down, Another part of me wants to slide down to the bottom. And at the bottom, there I will celebrate. That's the best place to be. So within having a look at this, I placed these two ideas together, this is also something I like playing with. When I look at things within myself, I can sometimes visualize something. And this is also, I think, really great you learn in this process, which is how to use your mind constructively. So what I did was visualize these two ideas that came up. And, the idea of the experience of climbing up and the going down, which is the complete opposite to how I had this existent idea in me of the way to success and excellence, and then the falling down, which is the positive and the negative, opposite. And I merged these two together, to have a look at, but how does this apply to our everyday lives? How does this apply to my process within myself? Because with placing these two ideas or visions together, I found something interesting, that the ups and downs doesn't really actually exist. Meaning, it actually equalizes then, in a way of being really just a linear, straight line. We, in many ways, in our everyday lives, in moments, at the same time as we are, let's say, journeying to success or excellence or a goal, it is, let's say, a positive experience, that upwards idea of it. But at the same time, it is a struggle to get there. It is difficult. It is challenging. You stumble, you actually fall the most on your way up. And that the down is, let's call it, initially perceived as negative, especially if you, for example, have reached a goal, an end goal, and you in a way feel like, okay, what now? You know, it's like your question that you have within you. Or maybe a part of you has already developed this natural tendency to, while you are busy, let's say, climbing one hill towards a goal or success or excellence, you at the same time already start creating your next hill. You know, so you don't completely go through like an up and then a down and then a complete up. You kind of do a up and then a slight down and then a up and then a slight down. That down is more just like a little break you might take when you reach a goal or a point of excelling in something, or, you know, success, and you start taking the next step. For others, I found that more in myself. Both different ways exist within me, where sometimes I go through an up and a complete down, other times an up, slight down, and just up again. Because there are times where I have this goal, and, you know, all my mental and physical energy, focus, and attention goes into it. But at the same time, that very path puts me in very challenging, confrontational, inner conflict situations and experiences inside myself. You know, there's not been a journey or a path I have taken within a decision that I've made or that life has made. You know, sometimes we found ourselves down a path in experiences with people that we didn't necessarily directly choose, but it's been happening. And, you know, in that process, I get challenged so much, like unbelievably. But I always, in the back of my mind, if you will, remind myself that, okay, I'm climbing this uphill, difficult, challenging, hard, stumbling, falling. I'm going to take breaks. I'm going to moan. I'm going to throw tantrums because I'm tired, but I'm halfway up this hill. I know my goal. I know what's at the top. I'm climbing this. I'm going to get there. I don't know exactly even how it is. I mean, that's also something we tend to forget. You know, we have this goal in mind, this idea of a success, but we tend to forget that we don't actually really know how it's going to be or who we're going to be once we reach it. It's the same as when you're climbing your first ever mountain that you've never climbed before, or hill even. You don't exactly know what that top is going to look like or how you're going to experience it. You know, so I always also remind myself of that. Girl, just, you're in this, you're almost there. Well, you don't even know when almost is. Depends how tired you're going to get, how many breaks you're going to take, how much you're going to complain or moan or stop to talk to people. But it's going to happen. But you keep on moving, no matter what. And then when you reach the top, you know, you're like, okay, I'm done. And then that downhill, I've never so much experienced that as a negative, per se. There were times where I would reach a goal that would not at all be what I had pictured or imagined it to be. And that did lead me down a bit of a negative until I went down and I looked back up and I saw it from a different perspective. And then that changed everything again. And then I was up toward my next hill or mountain again. All right, so everyone to take with you for this video is, remember, whenever your mind goes into the ideas of successes and failures, being highs and lows, remember the hills, the climbing up and the coming down, and just have a look at that whole process that you're going through from a completely different perspective. Use that mind of you, your mind of yours, mind of you, yes, we are our minds, that mind of yours constructively. All right, whenever you're in a situation, that's also what I do. It works so well. Just envision that situation that you're in like a mountainous, hilly uphill and downhill, and then also put into it this perspective of, you know, our process being difficult up, but quite a nice ride down when we finally have achieved something, or we're on our way to a success, or we are just for a moment taking a break, you know, on the downhill. Depends on how we look at it. Changes everything. All right, everyone. Thank you very much.